WWE are making releases, AEW are making releases, but do not panic. The wrestling world has not released Fog Wrestling. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. We're here to stay. Despite hating this current product, I haven't even watched a current wrestling show in about, 10 days? I think the last show I watched was actually Raw, and it feels good. It actually feels good not to have watched any current wrestling. I'm watching old wrestling, 2003 Raw, 2003 SmackDown, 2006 TNA, and it's good. I feel great, but need to get back into the real world. Need to, get out that time machine and talk about the 2025 stuff. And we have some news with Elektra Lopez, Miro, Malachi Black, and The Pebble, Ricky Starks, all being released.
Ricky Starks, bye-bye. It all went downhill for Ricky Starks when Edge buried him, as well. We may as well start there, alright?
I mean, you can say Edge buried him, but I thought Ricky Starks came out of that promo looking better than Edge.
No, he did, but you know what, right? I actually thought Edge handled himself there really unprofessionally.
No, he did, and also got to factor in that Ricky Starks had said a lot of positive stuff about CM Punk, which probably didn't help.
No, it didn't help, of course, and you know what? Maybe it was a point of putting.
I mean, look at that loser Danhausen. Never liked the guy, but I mean, he's friends with CM Punk, and ever since Punk left AEW, Danhausen's barely been seen.
FTR, look, they've humped onto Edge straight for Punk. So
they were pally with Punk, but then when Punk left, they were like, Punk.
No,
sucks.
but see Ricky Starks, see when Edge just completely breaks kayfabe and buries him pretty much man to man in the ring. It would have been very easy for him just to be like, what, this is fake. You're no a real world champion, mate. Fuck you. I mean, I'll bar you. I'll jump over here.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe if Edge broke character and didn't stutter along the way, then maybe it would have sounded a bit better. But I mean, it's like under ropes.
You're like a rock kid. Didn't like it. You know what?
You're just a vanilla. I mean, Ricky Starks has said in an interview he could have owned him by saying I'm black, you idiot. But he didn't, so.
Oh, it'd been great if he said that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but you know what? Ricky Starks, I think, came out of that promo looking better than Edge, and is what it is. Edge claims that he's here to help the young guys and put the young guys over. Name me one young guy Adam Copeland has put over in AEW. Or one guy that he put over in WWE. People have used this same argument, and they've said Finn Balor, who's not young, but who did Edge really put over? See, when he came back, he pretty much beat everybody apart from Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Edge is one of the few guys that protect him. Didn't have him lose. And you know what? I think that's fine. Edge is a big star. I didn't really want him to lose, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to call him out when I think he's acted unaccordingly.
Yeah, that loser that we do not like, that fake champion, that fake #1 guy, that guy that does not belong on Mount Rushmore, does not belong with all these other great names. You look at the McMahon documentary and you've got all these legendary names, and the odd one out is Cody Rhodes, but he did say in an interview, I believe, just before he left AEW, or 6 months before he left AEW, he said something along the lines of, the one thing I fear in wrestling is when an older person comes into a company and claims that they're only there to help the young guys, because that's normally like the opposite, like 100% opposite from the truth. And I think that's right. I think, see, if you are there to help the young guys, I think it's pretty evident. I don't think you need to say it.
No, they don't.
A lot of times when people come in and claim to be, I'm here just to put over the young guys, 9 times out of 10, they ain't doing that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I understand your point, but seeing like the late 90s, right, WCW, it's not like Hogan ever fucking said that, but he fucking buried everyone, didn't he?
And you know what? No, I agree, but you know what? I don't think you should be there. Like,
you should be there to be the best of who you
yeah, you got to look out for yourself. Like Austin said, if you ain't interested in being the world champion, then get the fuck out of there.
Age is just a number.
Austin said, if you're not interested in being there, then you should not. You've got no business being there. Here, see Austin at Mania 39. Guys, very unlikely to have another match. You could argue here, Austin winning doesn't benefit him. Kevin Owens winning. But you know what I mean? Like, why should Austin job it to Owens, a fucking loser?
We live in this pretense where, like, age and wrestling is like a real life sport. See, in real life sport, like, normality, like, if you're young, then you're not the proven article, right? And you're going to take a few years of development. See, in WWE, it's fucking fake, man. If you're good at it, just get them in there.
Yeah, it's not like like boxing. Oh, we've got the lion, the king of the jungle, but then we've got the new hungry lion. Is the younger lion strong enough? Is he ready to take the mantelpiece? That's not like seeing wrestling. It's like it doesn't matter if you're honestly doesn't matter if you're 21 or 51. If you're the bigger draw, if you're the bigger name, if you bring in more merchandise, if you're a bigger star, you bring in the numbers, and you should be the guy on top. Anyway, we're not really here to talk about Edge or talk about Cody Rhodes or talk about people on top or not on top or burying this or burying that. We are here to talk about people that got released, and one person that got released from WWE a little bit later than the rest of the releases that were announced, but it is Elektra Lopez, who was part of Legado del Fantasma on SmackDown. She has been released now. Selena Vega, a couple weeks ago, got moved to SmackDown. I wonder if this has anything to do with that. Selena Vega, could she be the new member of Legado del Fantasma? Honestly, man, we joke about how you could just swap these two, the members of this group with the members of the LWO. But that's literally what we could be seeing. We seen Cruz del Toro and the other guy. They used to be in this group, and they just swapped them out with Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a straight swap with Selena Vega joining Legado del Fantasma.
You know what? I fucking hate this, right? Why can't they just release every single one of them? See this swapping Mexicans for another Mexican? What does that do?
And you know what? I actually think Selena Vega's pretty talented, and if anything, with mid-card titles now, if you were never going to take a chance on her to win the world title, at least give her a chance to win a mid-card title. But
she is too good to be managing a bunch of jobbers.
Yeah, you see, just being stuck. Going to Legado, that's going nowhere for your career.
See Elektra Lopez, right? I'm not saying she's great, but she never got a chance to prove herself as like a single star. You can't tell me, right, that she's any worse than Candice LeRae. People like that.
It's not even that, though. I don't even think like she got a chance to be a Fale or a manager. Yeah, she was there, but what did she get to do?
I know.
Just like she... Honestly, man, she was just like a piece of the furniture.
Aye.
An ornament.
Yeah.
Just there, but not doing anything. Was she given the... And people are going, oh, well, she was on the main roster for a year. She didn't get to do shit.
When are we going to fucking realise that switching and adding members to the LWO ain't going to work? Or the Legado? It fucking just release every single one of them.
Who was the last...
Wait, no, but where is the pressure from outside or inside to keep these groups alive? Is it just because they simply want representation?
Yeah, well, I'd argue that is the case, but who was the last good manager / Fale in wrestling?
I mean, honestly, I look at it, right?
I mean, if we're talking WWE, it's been a long, long time.
Yeah, because Paul Heyman's, it's the same rhetoric, man. I don't care about him.
Alright, I'll give you Paul Heyman. I'll give
you
that.
No, Paul Heyman, obviously, right? But it's like, it's been the same shit. Oh, my tribal chief. Oh, my beast incarnate. Oh, my best in the world. It's the same crap with him, man. Yo, Paul Heyman can tell a masterful story, right? And he's a great promo guy, but let's not pretend that like the last 13 years of this guy's managerial career hasn't been the same rehash shite.
No, you're right, and I mean this is just a fail. Do you not remember? No, wait. Do you not remember? I'm convinced when they first called up Legado del Fantasma. I don't know if you recall this.
She wasn't in it.
And Selena Vega was.
Yep.
And then later, when the LWO came around, they put Selena Vega in the LWO, and then they later called up Elektra Lopez, and I remember her attacking Selena Vega. That's just look, there's a Hispanic woman, there's a Hispanic...
I could honestly...
I think that's insulting, but no one will call Triple H out.
No, I could go ballistic and actually, start going in the full rant mode about it, but no, the reality is, nothing you or I are going to say is going to change Triple H or whoever's writing this. It is ridiculous how bad it is, right? How can you release guys... I'm not saying everyone that's been released doesn't deserve it, because you know what, I'd release them too. But see, when Triple H turns around and says, Duke Hudson doesn't have what it takes for the main roster, but you've got guys like Humberto Carrillo who have been on the fucking main roster for 8 years. Cedric Alexander, who just got released on it for 8.5 years, amounted to fucking wit.
Yeah, amounted to absolutely nothing. So, you know what? It sucks for Electro Lopez, but not given a chance, not given anything
See,
to
in
do.
WWE, man, the ratings are so fucking bad, right? You should be looking at a case of when people... See, after 2 years, I'd be like, right, see, apart from our top guys, I want to get rid of 90% of these people. See everyone in NXT, I'm calling them all up, because this current crop aren't delivering fuck all in the ratings. And the ratings wouldn't be any worse off, because you still have the top guys.
Yeah, but look at wrestling, right? And more so, maybe not as much the attitude, but definitely the ruthless aggression era. Look at when people first got called up. See if they weren't performing, you either got released or sent back down to OVW.
Yeah.
It's very rare that... No, but a lot of people didn't last a year.
No.
2 years, you were gone.
No, we're looking at wrestling now where you could easily last the best part of a decade.
And do nothing.
Yeah.
And be shite. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
I think there's one example of that, and I think it's Henry. Came in 96, was in 98.
He's different though. World's strongest.
They brought him back in 03.
Yeah, but he's the world's strongest man. You can see why you'd keep him.
No, absolutely. But
Henry's like the only guy that never really did anything but got kept around. A guy that maybe failed multiple times but look at SmackDown. We talk about all these big guys that they bring in. They all fucking sucked, and they were gone.
They brought the Hardys in at 15, 16, and they built them up till they were about 20, and then they went with them. And that was the correct thing.
Yeah, but
we're talking about guys that are in the fucking
But
late 30s,
look at the ruthless aggression. Look at the amount of guys that they brought in to the lower mid card or the mid card, and in a year later they wouldn't be seen.
No. And at least back in the day there was gimmick changes, man. Mordecai, he went from being that, I think that's his name, then he went to Kevin Thorne. At least there's a change. What now? Humberto Carrillo's the same guy he was 8 years ago. So was Cedric Alexander. There's no change.
These people think, there is a change. They went from Legado del Fantasma to the LWO.
Cedric Alexander's now wearing purple instead of green.
What a load of shit. Anyway, Electro Lopez is gone.
Nothing electric about it.
Yeah.
Execute it. Shite.
Yeah, I just don't really see the point, but whatever.
Right, let's see these AEW ones. Malachi Black.
So Malachi Black, he's now a free agent. He can legally make a return to WWE. People are creaming their pants over this. Triple H pushed him heavily in NXT. McMahon buried him. Now we can see him under Triple H.
He's a colouring book, right? And people are getting a hard on for the Raw after Mania because this guy could appear. I'm sorry, man. What happened to I remember the good old Raws after Mania. A, they actually just had the people stick around for Mania and they were fucking good. And B, when they actually brought people back, I'm thinking when Kurt got announced as GM, I'm thinking when Brock came back in 2012, I'm thinking of stuff like that. Not fucking Malachi Black, man.
See when wrestling was good though, you didn't care about, what guys could they bring in for the indie scenes? I mean, all you wanted was you just wanted the guys that you seen last night at Mania.
You know what's so funny, right? These WWE fanboys bury AEW, right, and rightfully so. AEW's shite, but let's not pretend WWE ain't. They make out that AEW's an indie fed in front of 500 people, but they're so happy to sign their fucking jobbers. So what is it then? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
No, it's Malachi Black. If Malachi Black was that good, I know they can argue they can drop the ball, but know the difference. You can't drop the ball with everyone in your roster. Penta can't be a drop ball. Malachi Black can't be a drop ball. Miro can't be a drop ball. Ricky Starks can't be a drop ball. The reality is, there has to be a common denominator there. You know what the common denominator is? They're all overrated bastards and all a bit shite. Or else they'd be utilised better in AEW. No, I actually like Ricky Starks.
I think Tony Khan has dropped the ball with Ricky Starks.
Yes, but as he dropped the ball with Malachi Black, he gave him a faction for a couple of years and he did nothing with it. Right? Miro, alright, the computer games console, but I think Miro lacked a bit of work ethic in there as well. You look
True,
at...
you know what? I mean, maybe...
Ty Dillinger, he gave him the chairman gimmick. Better than what he's doing in NXT. He'll be released soon. Or is he a wee pal with big...
No, Cody's his friend. He's got a job for life. No, but I think that Miro has only got himself to blame. He could argue... Yeah, he was given a shit gimmick, but... I mean, the guy's no interested. Didn't look in great shape. Spent all his time streaming on Twitch. Went through a divorce with his wife. Got to wonder, was his head even in the game? So we can blame Tony Khan, say this and say that, but... I mean, was Miro really giving it 100% in AEW, or was he there just to collect a paycheck?
No, but how bad? I know, I totally agree. But how
Just like a lot of people were in WCW to collect the paycheck.
See the Raw after Mania, right? This is what I would be looking forward to. Has Cena won his 17th world title? What's the fallout? Did he get cost? Is CM Punk going to go against Cena?
He'll be filming a movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but see these people looking forward to Malachi Black's going to come in, and is he going to take the US title off Nakamura? Oh, by the way, did you know 50 or 70 days as US champion? Where is he?
No, but
a 3-hour SmackDown, they can't even put him on it.
I do prefer Malachi Black over like an Andrade, for example. I'm not saying there's much in it like that.
It's the same guy, but with crayons. Access to crayons.
I just think he's got a bit of a unique look to him, though. Andrade, just another guy, isn't it? Just another Mexican.
Nah, well, I mean, this guy's just another hipster-looking dude, isn't he, at the end of the day? No, yeah, I agree. Andrade's awful, right? Malachi Black, I do prefer him slightly over Andrade, but you would have to be smoking crystal meth to think Malachi Black's going to improve WWE. Same with Penta on Mr. Main Event. That's the only main event he'll get.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Miro, he's gone for AEW. It's been confirmed. Mutual agreement there, so we'll have to wait and see if Miro turns back up in WWE. I mean, when he left WWE, he wasn't doing much. He wasn't doing anything in AEW. His run in AEW has been awful. I mean,
he is not. I am convinced, right? See Miro, he is not a Triple H guy. He's just not. He's not. You look at his physique. You look at his wrestling ability, which is very limited. I'll be honest. He's not. Triple H will not bring him back. He is TNA written all over him.
Yeah, as good as this guy peaked when he got to wrestle John Cena at Mania, and he had a tank.
Yep.
Will never be.
He's tanked since then.
Yeah, it won't be as good for him. It'll never get as good for him. Another guy that hasn't been released, but you've got to wonder if he will get released or where the hell is he even alive? Keith Lee. Now I'm going to assume. I think that Keith Lee has been paid I think he's been paid off by Triple H so that Triple H can sleep with Michin.
Did Joe Testore take fucking acting lessons for Keith Lee? The Monotone brothers?
Right.
The Mongoloid brothers?
Where is Keith Lee?
Up one of Triple H's nostrils.
Honestly,
filming.
I actually think Triple H would take pleasure in that. We've seen how he books Black. I'm 50% sure, man. I think that Triple H is sleeping with Michin, and I think that Keith Lee knows about it.
I think something's going on.
That's my prediction.
No,
right
you
there.
know what though?
Keith Lee knows.
Keith Lee knows, but we fire at jokes about Triple H, right, and things like this. And I think 2025, the world's very woke, and the term racist gets fired out there like a slice of toast in the toaster. I actually genuinely think Triple H is a bit of a racist, and I'm not even exaggerating. I think the fucking booking speaks for itself.
Yeah, but no one annoys me.
And people are hanging. Oh, but McMahon did racist segments. He said this in front of Booker T and Cena. That doesn't mean fuck all, man. If Vince was racist, he wouldn't book guys as world champion. He wouldn't. Triple H has proved that he doesn't do that.
That just because McMahon used racial stereotones and stuff like that, and had racism and some gimmicks and stuff. That doesn't mean he's racist. That would be like saying Kurt Suter's racist because he has a white power group in Sons of Anarchy.
No, it's
it's dumb. Was McMahon willing to? But McMahon was pushing the envelope. He was willing to do look at the women. He did sexy shit with the women. He's doing some racial undertones with black guys. Even he had a black power group in the Nation of Domination. Just because McMahon took people and actually had them as individuals and not everybody was just the same. Doesn't matter your nationality, skin color. Look, everybody nowadays, you're just a wrestler. You're just a guy in a pair of tights.
I just look at Triple H, right? He took the Hurt Business and turned them into absolute jobbers. Literally talking from World Championship with Bobby Lashley to nothing. Bianca Belair, I think that's the biggest example. Carmelo Hayes called up, nothing. See when Trick Williams and Oba Femi come in, what they're going to do? And tell you what, look at that. Look at Omos. What's almost done?
Yeah, been sent away for 2 years. Now, apparently he's came back, but...
No, I'm telling you, and then this whole Michin, Keith Lee triangle, well, I say triangle, it's more like a fucking...
A big circle.
Aye,
That's just Keith Lee's gut.
The only triangle's fucking Triple H's nose.
Right, and...
Isosceles. Work
The
at it.
Bermuda Triangle.
Right.
Any black wrestlers that go near it just get fucking
Vanish.
Yeah, and finally we've got Ricky Starks. He is being released, and he is apparently, as of right now, 100% free to work. So it doesn't seem like the 90%, the 90-day thing. It doesn't seem to be an issue with any of these guys. Ricky Starks, Malachi Black, and Miro. Now, I'm not sure if that's because they haven't actually been on TV, so maybe the 90-day thing doesn't apply to them. I always thought the 90-day thing was dumb anyway. I mean, that doesn't work in the real world, does it? Oh, you've left your job or you've been fired, and then they decide, like, maybe if you leave, then that's one thing, but, I mean, how can you...
I know, but you can still get paid. It's more you just can't compete.
Yeah, but how can you fire somebody like...
It's like another attempt at trying to pretend it's real, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think...
You can leave Arsenal, but you can't play for United if you sign for... No, it's fake, guys.
See, once you leave a company, man, they should have no say on how long you need to wait to...
Yeah, Bryan Cranston, if you leave AMC and go to HBO, you can't act for 90 days, buddy. What?
Yeah, you want to leave us to join... You want to leave Breaking Bad to join The Walking Dead? Well, you're not going to be in the premiere. You're going to have to wait to episode 8 because you got it 90 days. It's dumb. But yeah, Ricky Starks has been removed from the AEW roster page. Mike Johnson of PWInsider.com is reporting that Ricky Starks is 100% free and clear to go anywhere else he wishes to perform, and they aren't excluding WWE. So, I mean, that would... we'll see. If that's the case, then that would mean that they could turn up at WWE anytime. Right, Miro Starks, Malachi Black, will they be in WWE in the next few months? Yes or no?
Miro won't be. Black will be, and I think Ricky Starks will go to NXT.
Right, Electra Lopez.
No,
where will she go?
TNA. Is Ricky Starks going to NXT because Triple H doesn't like a certain part of him, brother? I don't know, right? I feel like with Malachi Black, he's already had the exposure of the WWE main roster. I think he clicks in more. But Ricky Starks, he's too good to go to NXT.
I think so. I'm impressed with Ricky Starks, but obviously the whole CM Punk stuff and the Adam Copeland stuff hasn't worked out too well for him.
But not the thing is though, right? See Ricky Starks, he reminds me of like LA Knight, a guy like that. A guy who WWE have just fumbled the ball with. And a guy coming for AEW that ain't named Cody Rhodes. I just don't see how they're going to push this guy. He's going to be mid-card at best.
Yep, he's going to be jobbing it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But there you go, guys. That is the releases. Will there be any more? Who knows? But, nothing really shocking. The AEW releases surprised me a little bit more. The WWE ones, not so much. I mean, do I sympathise with people that have lost their jobs? I mean, I guess, but I can't look at it and go, holy shit, I can't believe they've released them. I know some people are getting upset. Some people are really surprised that AOP have been released.
No one's losing their mortgage, man. They'll go get a job elsewhere. TNA's hiring.
I mean, you talk about the bad booking for Triple H. I mean, the last time we've seen the Wyatt Six, they lost to the jobber fucking AOP Foundation, and now they've been released. So, the Wyatt Six lost to a group that's been released and they haven't been seen in like 2 months.
No, it's
great booking, fantastic booking.
It's an absolute... Triple H has paid off every other YouTuber apart from us, man. Because they're so far up his arse, they can't see what's right in front of them.
Yeah, the Wyatt Six have been... At this point, they'd be better off just disbanding.
No, you know what, right? It's almost to a point where Triple H is like, we've got nothing for them, but I can't really release them because that's a wee bit... It looks a bit shite on Bray. But it's like... See the Wyatt Six. I think they can be. I think they can still be redeemed. You can like rewrite it and have them on telly every week. See this appearing once every 8 weeks, and then disappearing for 6 weeks, and then coming back 7 weeks later. No one gets over like that.
Okay, I wish we had that schedule.
So did I.
Anyway, that's it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.